Nerdy for 30. Man, it's me, your boy C, the host of most of the things right here on Paprika, man. And we're just keeping this Nerdy for 30 on and rolling. This is your first one. You came in at a weird time, I'm sure. But 30 Paprikans got together. We laid out 30 lists, the 30 best MCU, or the rankings of the 30 MCU movies, I should say. And in order from worst to best, we put all 30 lists together and smashed them into one. The list. And we recite from this list every day for the first 30 days of the year 2023, man. Keeping your year started off hot and spicy. People have had opinions, I'm sure, on this list and where the placements have lined up. On today's Nerdy for 30, man, we're talking number 18, Spider-Man Far From Home. Directed by John Watts. Directed by John Watts. He's the first director. I keep thinking that Peyton Reed is the first one to get a full trilogy with Ant-Man, but no, John Watts. John Watts came in and he did the damn thing. Let's check out this tagline for Spider-Man Far From Home. It's time to step up. C-. That's kind of bland as far as taglines go. Peter Parker and his friends go on a summer trip to Europe. However, they will hardly be able to rest. Peter will have to agree to help Nick Fury uncover the mystery of creatures, weirdly worded, that cause natural disasters and destructions throughout the continent. This is, the second Spider-Man Sony MCU collaboration. The first one being Homecoming, the third one, of course, being No Way Home. Far From Home, I think, is the weakest of the three and is the lowest ranked on my personal list as far as the Spider-Man movies go. It suffers that middle story syndrome. Like, you start off with a bang in your act one, you end with a bang in your act three. Sometimes that act two can be a bit of a slog, and this is kind of what I get from No Way Home. We get Mysterio, a villain who I said for years back in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man days, you cannot do Mysterio until the technology and the visual effects make it possible to really give respect to Mysterio. And we have arrived at that time. And what John Watts does with Mysterio is, I will say, visually pretty fucking dope to check out. And the one thing I love about this movie is MJ. MJ gets all of her agency in this movie. She doesn't accidentally find out that he's Spider-Man. She doesn't walk into his room while he's changing like Aunt May does. She uses her own skill and acumen to figure out that, hey, when you start really looking at these dots and connecting them, there's a good possibility that Peter Parker might be Spider-Man. I love that she arrives on her own cognizance. The running gag of Ned and Betty Brant going through it, the entire life cycle of a relationship on this trip is great. I think Tom Holland remains the best Spider-Man. His portrayal is a manic Peter Parker, always unsure, always in a bit of a bind. I'm not sure what to do. What we get with Nick Fury in here, and of course the reveal at the very end that it's not Nick Fury, that it's Talos from the Captain Marvel movie, is the shape-shifting Skrull. It all plays into what is going to be a bigger storyline down the road, especially with Secret Invasion happening on Disney Plus this year. It's gonna be interesting to see. But for here, man, Spider-Man No Way Home, the weakest of the John Watts Spider-Man trilogy, but still a fairly fun movie with some great action scenes in it. So that's it for this Nerdy for 30, man. We're gonna keep this train right on a rolling in 24 hours. So make sure you come back and check us out right here on Paprika.